I would say hello, but the chances are there's no one here at the moment. Yeah, I freely admit that you know, about 4 on a Friday, not the best day or best day or time to do a live stream. But, I mean, people can watch the playback, so yeah, I may as well do it now. Um, so I'll say the usual sort of intro that I'm going to have to do for all of these. I only have one monitor, so I have no way at all of seeing the live chat unless I minimise the game and check, if there's something that's been said there every sort of, 10 minutes or so. So I may check it occasionally, going on the assumption that anyone has said anything in it, going on the assumption that anyone's even watching it. Anyway, so I'm just killing time a couple of minutes before I actually start the game, which is going to be No Man's Sky, and I am actually able to play it. There is a solution to the problem that I encountered with the the final dialogue at the end of the community event. So well, it is dependent on you having not encountered the issue already. If you have, you've got you haven't got much option. You're going to have to either edit the save, or you're going to have to wait for the thing to time out. Hello, Commander Binary. Yes, I'm able to actually see the chat at the moment, but that's because I haven't started the game yet, but I am about to start it up, which means I won't be able to see the live chat now. So I'll minimise the game every now and then and see if there's anything in particular that I need to answer on there. Right, the game is finally loading. $440 hours I put into this one now. And here we are. So you may notice I've chosen a different helmet for my garishly coloured traveller now. So if we open up the open up that, and I'll open up the log as well, and you can see that the community event is no longer showing because I have completed it, or at least I've completed my the limit. I couldn't get any further with it. Now, if, as I had been, you are already experiencing the problem where you finish the event, you reach your limit, but the continue option on the final dialogue is greyed out, then you don't really have much option. You have to either edit the save file or wait for the event to time out. Now, I'm not going to tell you how to edit the save file because it is open to all sorts of abuse and it will allow people to cheat like fuck. All I will say is that my variable for the community event was at 50. I've seen people who have got to that stage and their variable was at 48. So, but it's going to be somewhere around there. I changed it to 35 and it meant that I basically had to start the event from scratch again. Now, because I was completely ignoring the event from then on, I was still scanning plants, but I wasn't sending any data. What I didn't know was that the data was still accumulating, even though I wasn't sending it to Polo, until I got to a point where I scanned the plant and then the message came up on screen that the data limit had been reached. And I was thinking, oh fucking hell, because that means I've now got this issue again and I was going to have to edit the save file. So I came back to the space station, got out of the ship to make a restore point, jumped back in, and something said to me, okay, try it because you've got data to transmit anyway, and that might be what makes the difference. And indeed, that is what makes the difference. If you have data that is still needing transmitting, the option to continue is not greyed out. You can click it and you can go on. So you then transmit the final amount of data, you get the Quicksilver for it. The dialogue then continues. Basically, Polo asks if you want the anomaly to come to the system you're in. You've got no option, you have to agree to it. You then go and visit the Quicksilver merchant a second time, and once you've visited him, your participation in the community event is over. But it does mean that that option, the greyed out continue option, has gone. So yeah, I'm able to continue playing. Anyway, I can never remember what missions are left and what aren't. Is there anything here worth doing? I don't desperately need anything. I'm at the unit cap again. Nanite clusters are at 63,339, which is the highest amount I've ever had. Quicksilver at 35,560. That's not bad either. So I won't bother with any of those missions, they're not important enough. There are some that pay nanites, but only tiny amounts. Now what I will do, because it occurred to me earlier on today, none of my videos have ever actually shown the anomaly. So let's head there. And some of you who haven't played this game for a while, quite a long while to be honest, may not be aware that there is change to the anomaly interior, which is that it now has 4 landing pads. And that is because if you were playing multiplayer and you invited a group together, and that means maximum of 4 of you, you can now all land at the anomaly at the same time, whereas previously, of course, you had to do it one at a time. So we carry on through to the end here, and that's where the Quicksilver merchant is. And this is actually the only way you can now see the research progress for the community event, because you haven't got it in your log anymore, so you can't keep an eye on it there. So you have to come and check here, or you can check on the Galactic Atlas website, but that's the only way. So we haven't finished tier 2 yet. we have 5 days, 18 hours to go. But once tier 2 is completed, we can then get this pocket reality generator, which I'm quite keen to get actually. It does look quite impressive. And then once tier 3 is done, well, so assuming it does get done, the Eye of the Korvax helmet will be available then as well. I suspect that regardless of whether tiers 2 and 3 are completed, once the event timer is gone, they'll be unlocked anyway. So in 6 days time, I'm predicting you'll be able to get these two regardless of what has happened. So I've picked up a few of the old Quicksilver items, not a huge amount. I haven't bothered getting any of the gestures because I just don't use them. I don't think I got any of the these things, the decals. No, I didn't. So I got the 2 space helmets that you can get. I got the gold versions of each of the statues. I got the robotic companion, and I got that the aquarium. Oh yes, and the barnacle, which I then didn't use because it doesn't look that good. So that's the anomaly. Surely everyone has seen this anyway, so it was a bit pointless me saying, cool, look at this, this is something, well, I didn't say it was something new, because it isn't. Alright. Now I am playing this on multiplayer, so if there's anyone bored enough, they can come along and join the game. Now there's a well-known exploit regarding this current event. Now it did get, what am I doing? I want to go to the fucking space station. It did get a mention in a comment on one of my videos. Actually, I think it was the last video I did. And I asked them to remove it because I didn't want my video to show how to cheat at the game, even if it was indirectly. As it is, I can now tell you what that was. The key word there being was. Basically you disconnected from the internet and then you spoke to the Quicksilver robot companion, and you would see that all the items were then unlocked, including the tier 2 and tier 3 stuff. Why have I come back here? There's nothing at the missions that I want to do. So anyway, yeah, so yes, disconnect from the internet, and yeah, you could buy all of the items from the Quicksilver merchant. Now, like I say, the keyword that I used there was because Hello Games have now plugged that exploit and it doesn't work anymore. What a fucking shame. So I'll have a look and see what missions are on the freighter. Now my fleet of starships has changed a bit, and I've pretty much finished doing them now. So I mean, we've seen the Explorer that I have here, so that's all of my ships are now S-class, or all of my starships are anyway. The freighter is still class A, and they've all been upgraded. So the Explorer, it's actually quite well armed, considering that you know, its damage bonus is obviously 0 because of because it is an Explorer there. with damage potential 4510.3. Not bad. Shields aren't brilliant, but you know, can't have everything. With the old squid here, if you saw the first video I did, you'll have seen that the squid actually had the cyclotron ballista fitted. So obviously I've got rid of that, and this now has the positron ejector fitted. That's obviously the only weapon it has. All of my exotic ships only have the one weapon, if you don't count the completely ignored photon cannon. And basically I wanted each ship to have each of the weapons available I was going to have fitted to at least one ship. So this is one of the new exotics that I got. I'm not a big fan of this particular exotic. I wanted one that had the swordfish nose and the long sort of tail, but I wanted the tall folding wings, but no, I couldn't find it. So anyway, this one has the infraknife accelerator fitted, and as you can see, damage potential is pretty low, 1569.4. That is not very impressive. So I fitted the rocket launcher as well, so at least it's got something to soften things up from a range before I then use this. In fact, it's not that bad a weapon. It's certainly better than that damage potential would have you believe. So I might show that in action at some point during this stream. So then we have this next exotic, this red one. Looks a bit familiar. Yeah, I got the red one first, and then yeah, when I was looking for the final exotic, yeah, apart from the colour scheme, it's identical. So this one, I mean, none of its class bonuses are fantastic. I mean, shield at 55 is okay, but hyperdrive is shit, damage is shit. But nevertheless, with the cyclotron ballista fitted, 7086.1, that is pretty fucking good. I was well pleased with that. And shield absorber 2.9, that's pretty good as well, when you consider my fighter doesn't have anything like that much. So this ship actually worked quite well. I'm quite pleased with this one. And then we get to the fighter. Yes, it's changed. The old Class A fighter is gone. So this is Class S. This one, it was mentioned in reply to one of my videos. It was the one where I was ranting about bullshit S-Class Starship videos. And I can't remember the name of the person who wrote it, saying that where I needed to go to get this thing, it didn't exactly work quite as he described it. It took a lot longer for it to arrive, but all of my other ships were S-Class, so I thought, right, I've got to have an S-Class fighter, and I lucked out with the damage there, 59%, and the layout isn't too bad either. So yeah, I don't think it's a particularly nice looking ship. I don't like the vertical wings, and I don't like the orange and red colour scheme, but fuck it, it certainly does the job. So this has almost the same loadout as my A-class fighter had. The only difference is I've also given this one the rocket launcher as well. So it has the photon cannon fully upgraded, and it has the cyclotron ballista and the positron ejector. So yeah, that certainly does the business when it comes to dishing out the damage, but it doesn't take it very well. 2.5 shield absorb. Yeah, I was hoping it would be better than that. But you can't have everything. And then finally my hauler, which I've had for ages, and I barely use this ship now. But you may have noticed I've changed the layout a bit, so the shields are now together in the square, and that means that the shield absorber's gone up, so that's now at 3, so it's equal highest with one of my exotics has shield absorb 3. And then I got rid of the photon cannon upgrades and fitted a cyclotron blister, so its damage potential is now 5,403, whereas originally it was about 1,300. So yes, that's made quite a difference. Other than that, it's still the same hauler. And like I say, I barely use it anymore. The ship I use most of the time is the Explorer here, so we'll switch back to that, and let's take a look at what we have as far as missions go. If there's fuck all here, we'll bugger off to another system. $150 nanites for 250 copyright. Well, I've got no problem with getting that. I've already got it, so okay, yeah, we'll do that one. Fuck it, yes, we only do missions one at a time here. Navigational data received. Alright, so yeah, we've already sourced the items, so now we just need to deliver it. There's only one planet in this system, so I've got a fairly good idea about where this needs to go. But I am going to have to drop it off at a trading post, which means this has the potential of going tits up, because lately trading posts have been a bit problematic when it comes to trying to leave the fucking things. And you keep crashing into them. Well, I do anyway, but that's because I fly my ships like a fucking muppet. I've already scanned all of the animals on this planet and quite a few plants, so I'm not going to bother scanning anything while I'm here. I'll just drop this off. Alright, it says return to the freighter, but I bet you it will send me back to the space station. There you go, so much for my powers of prediction again. It is sending me back to the freighter. Right. I have also made a few subtle changes to the planet-side base, so we'll check that out at some point as well. So 150 nanites there, 63,489 of those now. Alright, what we got now? See, it's always kill monstrosities. Those missions are often glitched, so I'm a bit reluctant to do them. Raid a planetary harvester to get quantum processor. I've already got loads of quantum processors. I can't remember exactly how many I've got, but I know it's, well, a reasonable amount anyway. Into base is more like a fucking forest. So I've got 7. I thought I had more than that. Mind you, I did make a load more stasis devices and fusion igniters. I now have 135. I'm still giving them away, but yeah, I've not heard from anyone who wants them. In fact, it was either yesterday or the day before, I finally encountered another player in the game. Didn't appear as a bubble, they actually appeared as a player. And he was asking me if I wanted any more, if I needed any items. I'm going to do this mission to get the quantum processor. I think it's only going to give me 1. Anyway, yeah, so yeah, he was asking me if I wanted any, you know, units or items or whatever. No, I didn't take them. I did point out to him that I've been at the unit cap for fuck knows how long. I have got everything pretty much maxed now. The only thing I can really still, well, I can change that's worth changing, I suppose, is the capital ship. But I'm really reluctant to do that because I've built up the base on there and have no real wish to start from scratch again. And besides which, an S-class freighter, okay, yeah, the jump range will be better, but that's the only change. It's just not worth it. Mind you, I said that about the fighter and I still fucking did it. Alright, have I been here before? No. Okay, get the old scatter blaster ready. There's 2 quads over there. They're easy enough to deal with. Fucking sentinel got in my way. Alright, that's data downloaded. Anything else worth having here? I'll take those nanites. Take the research specimen. Okay. Now I think there's a walker in the area. I'm not fussed about dealing with him, but I will take out the 2 sentinel quads if it will let me. Where the fuck have they gone? Oh, there's one. Get out of there, you cunt. There we go. Right. So, have him. Oh, the fucker managed to avoid him. Can I not get that? Yeah. Alright, there's one. Where's the other one gone? There he is. And my shield is so fucking strong that it doesn't really matter that they're all firing away at us. They're really not doing a lot. I'm trying to lure this cunt out. And he's just not going to take the bait. Come on, get out of here. Let's see if I can take you from there. Yes, but yeah, I can't mine the fucking ammo and that you left behind. Okay, let's wait for them to give up searching for me. I was just about to say, well, doubt if they actually started searching for us. Right, what's down here? Drop pod. It's not worth me going there now, I don't need them. It's over here, just a shoulder. Well, the old FPS is certainly dropping when I'm doing this. Two more drop pods in close proximity. Yeah, the old FPS is certainly dropping when I'm doing this live streaming. Fucking bollocks. Alright, anyway, that's that timed out. Let's go. And it's sending me to the freighter again. Amazing. Well, this will do for missions in this system. There's really nothing else here. So we'll hand this in and then we'll bugger off to somewhere else. There is something that I am particularly targeting, which is to get all of the collectibles from the anomalous planets. I've got 4. I know there is at least one more. So yeah, I'm quite keen to find, well, possibly the last one, but I suspect there's going to be, I think there's going to be more than 5. If there's anyone watching this and they know, you know, how many there are, so say in a live chat, because I'll check that in a sec when we light the space to the next system. Right, so yeah, only the one quantum processor, we'll drop that off with all the rest. Right, don't need that. That can, yeah, go in there. Hopefully I'll refine the nanites. I'll also grab the copyright that I used. Alright, so I still need another 50, but find that. So it's only going to give me 9, but nevertheless it's 9 clusters, yeah, 9 nanite clusters that I didn't have before. Oh yes, with the 1.75 it has introduced a few new features, and I've picked up items from each of them. So this storm crystal, these are on extreme weather planets, and they glow. They do look quite good actually. So I picked 3 up. I was hoping they would be more useful, you know, not just something you would sell. In fact, I'm keeping hold of them because I have a feeling they will become something that you can refine at some point. So yeah, I'll keep hold of those. Then the skeletons, I found 3. This is the most valuable one I found by quite a margin. 952,000. Again, all it's used for is trading, and same with the salvaged scrap. Yeah, just used for trading. Nothing happens when you put them in the refinery. It just says, you know, can't use them for that. No, I don't need units, but I will clear out the inventory slots that those 2 are taking up. Let's just have my last look here. No, fuck all. Right, let's piss off somewhere else.
Navigational data received.
Now, where's the black hole? Because I asked for one of those. Well, it doesn't exactly look far away. There's a high economy level. Fuck it, yeah, we will go there. I'll just quickly check the chat and see if there's anything there. Fucking hell, there's a lot more there than I thought there would be. No, my chat doesn't work while I'm in game because I've only got one monitor and I can't see what people are saying. Zontar, so asking me about X4, I'm not getting it. I've got X, I've got X2, was it a threat, and I've got X3, I got all the expansions for them, and I bought them all at exactly the same time. It was years ago. There was a Steam sale just for a change, and I bought a set which had all of them in, and I just cannot get into them at all. I just find them really... It's not so much that I find them tedious, it's just that they are not... Oh, fucking hell, activated copper. Yeah, how long am I going to stay in this fucking system? Yeah, it's just that they're not exactly very newcomer friendly. So, yeah, I tried to get into them, tried to stay interested in them, and failed miserably. Right, so I'll just have a quick look around here, but I've only really come to this system because I want to use the black hole. Let's see if there's any missions worth doing. Collect 50 cop. Fucking hell, all these places that want copyright. Look at all these missions that are paying in nanites. I didn't want to stick around here, but Yeah, I've got very good reasons to stick around here now. Well, I'll definitely do kill 3 sentinel quads. They're easy. Scan 7 creatures. The trouble with those ones, if it's scan X number of creatures, if I take it, I can't find them anywhere. If I ignore it, I'll find 7 within like 10 seconds of landing on the fucking planet. I ain't going to ignore it. We'll do that one because I've certainly got the copyright already. Repair damaged item, yeah. Okay, so that's 4 for this system. That'll do for the moment. Oops, that's the one I wanted. Right, which one are we doing first? Yeah, okay, yeah, we'll do that one first. So it's on the extreme weather planet. Oh, I just saw a rainbow. One of the new features of this 1.75, because we're up to 1.76 now. Well, this is nothing new. It's a crashed ship, but there's no fucking ship here. But it also means that I didn't have to use any resources to get that fixed, which is handy. Grab a few more nanites from this thing. Alright, start scanning. Now I know that scanning plants and everything is about as exciting to watch as, I don't know, watching paint dry. Nevertheless, it gives me more nanites, so I do it. Why is it that scanning the birds always seems to take so fucking long for it to actually start? Oh, one of the new hazardous flora. I think it looks like a giant Venus flytrap. Now, while we're here, I'm starting to think that this glitch here, where you can't scan the crystals, I don't think it is actually a glitch. At least the inability to scan the crystals isn't a glitch. The glitch is where it keeps coming up unknown. It should, just instantly come up with the name, regardless of whether you've scanned it or not. If it did that, no more problem. Anyway, I have no wish to stay out here in the storm for any longer than I have to, but I'll quickly scan that plant. Right, on to the next mission. Find a missing person. Hopefully he's on this planet. Yes he is, he's a fair distance away. That's me too used to the fucking Elite Dangerous controls and pressing tab there to try and boost. And then when I'm playing Elite Dangerous, I press tab to look at my inventory. Oh, fucking hell. Of course it's at a trading post. So watch me crash and get stuck on that tower as I try to leave here. I bet this cunt wants a bribe of some kind. No, he doesn't. Right, okay. Right. So we've got to get to this minor settlement. I think I might just make it in time. Fucking hell, I've overshot the landing pad. Oh, I got away with it. Don't need the translator for that. I am a Gek, looks like you found me. Wish there was an option to manually enter the words that you have figured out rather than been taught. Right, that's that mission done. Let's see what this cunt has. I don't need blueprints because I've learnt everything there. Now normally I buy semiconductors, but I haven't got any regular circuit boards at the moment, so there's not much point doing it. I can't be bothered to farm them. It's not like I need the units anyway, so what I have to say to that. How long is this fucking storm going to last? Where's the... there it is. I don't think my standing with any of the alien races can get any higher, but it's one key press, so it's not going to kill me if I just do it for seemingly no reason. I always want chromatic metal. Right, so that's 2 missions done. Right, valuable items sort. I've already got them, so yeah, we'll now see where I have to take them. Far enough. so I deliver that. Deliver that shit, which it quite literally is. Now, I think that's the 3 missions then that, yeah, have specific locations. So now it's just the one to destroy the 3 Sentinel quads. Get away from here before I fuck up. Thought I was going to crash into a fuck knows how many trees there. I wish this storm would fucking hurry up and clear. I can't see a fucking thing. So I'm trying to find somewhere that has either a landing pad or one of those landing posts. Oh fuck, this fucking storm is taking the piss. How long is this going on for? I know it's an extreme weather planet, but fuck me. Oh, what's here? Oh, a manufacturing plant. Perfect place. There's got to be quads around here. If not, they're easy to attract. Sodium plant actually. Yeah, I'm in a GEC system, aren't I? So it is worth me using that knowledge stone. Alright, anything else around here? Yeah. Oh, there's some of the metal fingers around there as well. So another animal over here. Oh, fuck. My boots fill up with your shit. There we go. Scan these either. Yeah, what was it I was saying about if I didn't take that mission to scan the animals? Yeah, how many have I scanned now? 7, the amount needed. Only 8 flora, that's not that great. Right, let's see if I can attract the attention of some quads. Right, blast my way in here. So I need to destroy 3 of them. Let's see what we get here. Great, don't know what the fuck any of that means. Fucking take the night clusters, I'll have them. Thought it'd be more than that. Alright. Deliberately came out so that they could detect me, but doesn't look like there's any quads with them. Oh, I will do, I'll scan Oh, blue sky. So is that, yeah, that's it. There's no quads around here. What is it? Oh, fuck it, I'll tell you what. Bring some over. Yeah, now they're turning up. I do like blowing up quads. Right, that's it. It'll be walkers now, so we'll fly off for a bit and let the search drop down to level 3 again. There it is, level 3. Right, so we'll land here. And hopefully a quad will spot us. Scan you. Alright, that's another one down. Does that mean the last storm had ended? Fucking hell, not another fucking aggressive. I fucked up a bit there. I should have got myself wanted at stage 4 before I left. So, right, we're down at 2. Let's land here. Hopefully I can, because I can't see a fucking thing. And they can't see me. Oh, fucking what? How far away is that burning stone? Not enough. Yeah, my thermal protection doesn't last seconds here because this poxy fucking storm all the time. Right, how many Sentinel quads did I destroy then? 2. So I have to start from scratch again. Let's look for somewhere to land. I say that as if, you know, I wasn't already down on the... I'm going to have to recharge my hazard protection. I'm not lasting anything light long enough here. It's not that one, but I'll recharge it anyway. That's the one I need. Right, there, that we don't need. So you don't need any more carbon. Don't need that either. Right. So Sentinel Force is deactivated and I'm about to activate it again. But I've got to do it quick. Where the fuck is he? There he is. Right, come here, you got to come. There's another one of those fucking predators around. Right behind me. But not for long. Well, right, he still is behind me, but he's now a fucking corpse. Unknown plant around here somewhere. I guess not. Great aim here. Last quad. And there you go. And that is all 4 missions done, I believe. I think it was one of these trees was something that I hadn't scanned already. Actually, standing around scanning a tree when you've got a sentinel walker approaching is probably not a great idea. So we've got that storm right next to this fucking knowledge stone. I didn't even know it was there. Anyway, that's all the missions done, so let's fuck off. Oh bollocks, I've got to wait for the countdown caller. Oh, let's see what's around while we're doing that. Oh, that's just a map beacon. What's that? Another drop pod. Fucking, there's enough drop pods around here. This looks like a pretty good system to come to if you've, you know, only just started. And for that countdown to finish before I get out. There we go, right. So I'll just quickly scan this fucking thing. I'm not going to bother with the transmission tower because okay, you'll probably find a distress signal and you go there and there's no ship. It's that fucking bullshit one again. I would say, even if I was to give a conservative estimate, 10% of the distress signals I go to actually have a ship still there. All the rest is just that fuck all nothing with that the beacon with the red orb in it that just spouts all this verbal diarrhea. Right, so, well, I'm going to be close to 65,000, I think, by the time I've handed all these in. I may even be at 66,000. Yeah, I think I will. No, 65. Yeah, I had a real brain fart moment there. Right, what we got left? Fucking all these new missions are all paying in nanites as well. This is a pretty fucking good system, actually. Unfortunately, that planet is a right cunt, though. Alright, we'll raid planetary harvester. Effortless. And repair 2 more damaged items. Yeah, again, no problem. Looks like we're going back to that fucking pisshole planet that I don't like. Before we do, let's just see if this cunt has a mission or if he's going to give me a freebie. He's giving me a gift. I bet it'll be units. Oh, viscous fluids. Well, I will be going back to the base after this anyway, so yeah. Refining those things takes a while. Right, I've already forgotten what fucking missions I took. We'll do the easy one first then. Right, raid planetary harvester. That's right over there. Alright, we won't do that one first. We'll do... not that one either. That's the one, right. I still can't tell if it must be the yellowy sort of brown colour. That's the water. So this is another one of those planets where it looks like you're swimming in a lake of piss. I've been to a couple of those already. I can't see a fucking thing. Am I close to the ground or what? No, too high. Right. Oh, here we are. I wasn't expecting that. I thought it was just going to land. We did actually head to that landing point. Well, this one will need yeah, items to repair, cobalt, no problem, magnetized ferrite, well surprised, chromatic metal, right, so that's easily done. I didn't flag this place, did I? No. I just saw another one of those fucking predators, so even they can't see me in the fucking storm. Right, this is going to be a fair way away, to put it mildly. 4 days? That is the right one, isn't it? Fuck yeah, okay. actually gonna... I was just gonna say, am I actually going to be able to see where to land? The answer is no. Oh, it's a crashed ship. Okay. Alright, that's that one sorted. I know there's going to be fuck all that this ship has that I will want. It's not bad for a small hauler. Looking useless to me, huh? Right. So now the last one, raid the harvester. This is fucking miles away as well. Oh, off planet. It's alright, at least I get away from this fucking storm. It must be on one of the moons then. Yeah, it is. What's this place like? Torrid. At least it's not an extreme one, so it'll be a damn sight more bearable than that last place. Here. I'll certainly attract a few of them though when I start shooting. Before I do that, I want to get to that knowledge stone. Yeah, this is some other problem that needs sorting out. It's saying there's a storm here. There isn't. It's the same weather as the previous planet I was on. There's not exactly a huge amount of plants around here either. One up here. I really want to be scanning the hazardous flora, but no, it's not going to fucking let me. Alright, well the storm's ending. Something, I suppose.
Warning. Threat detected.
There isn't a single sentinel here. There will be now. Not going to bother searching the rest of that place. Sentinels are right over there. What for? It's reloading as well. Alright, I have no wish to stay here, so let's cash these in anyway. What about the extra on here? Okay, number 78, take that. Oh, fuck it, yes, I forgot. Okay, let's get out of here while we can. I don't usually bother going after
Hostile ships approaching.
Sentinel ships because, yeah, they just seem to keep disappearing. Pulse drive could do with recharging.
Technology recharging.
As we decent amount of nanites for this lot as well. Alright, what we got now? 334 for repairing that damaged item. Well, what I will do is I will actually have some space combat after all. To show how easy it is, I'll do this in the Explorer, which isn't exactly a combat specific ship.
Threat detected.
But it's only going to be one enemy, so it's not like it's going to be that difficult.
Warning. Threat detected.
It should seem useful. Yeah, his shields are pretty useful. It should be in down. Alright, what did I get for that? Not much. Don't need that. In there. How am I doing for ammo? Not bad. Alright, anyway, that was easy enough. Right, so now I think I am at 66,000 nanites. Yeah, 66,095. Right, well I will do that repair damaged item one, but I want to go back to the base first because I've got some pugnium that needs refining, and same with those viscous fluids. First we'll just clear out some of my ship inventory. So I didn't get anything for them, but it's just emptying that space. So much for me cup of tea. I don't know why, but it seems to take ages to load the base now. Yeah, so I really need another fucking storm, don't I? No, I'm just going to have a quick look then at the text chat, see if there's anything I've missed. Right. All hail the burping streamer. Says I always say his name wrong. I don't know if it's actually, well, in English it would be Pytor. I'm wondering if it's Peter, and I'm just not used to the a Dutch spelling, which is weird because when I got married, my best man was a Dutchman, and his name was Peter. It was spelled P-I-E-T-E-R. How do I have 63k of nanites? Because just about every mission I do is yeah, ones that pay nanites. So right, there we go. That seems to be about it. Alright, bring the game back up again. There is also another reason as to why my nanite count is so high, because I refine shitloads of platinum and pugnium. So there's another of my decorative items, this capillary shell. So I'll show all four while these viscous fluids are being redone, being refined. We'll do the quick ones first though. Alright, so pugnium takes no time at all. Alright, that's that little lot. Put these in the ship because I don't think I've got anything more in there. No, of course I haven't, because I fucking sold them. Alright, viscous fluids takes ages to refine. First of all, you have to refine it to living slime. Then living slime refines to runaway mould. And then finally the runaway mould refines to nanites. So another reason why my nanite count is so high is that a lot of the time I'll go to a space station and I check you know, what items they have there to buy, and if they've got platinum, and a lot of time they'll have anywhere from 2 to 4,000. There was one time I went there, they had 4,900 and something. I just buy the lot and convert it all to nanites. So yeah, I'll put the rest of the decorative stuff in the underwater section here, because it's all on the other side. So yeah, the ossified star was the first one I found. I found that on the first day that 1.75 went live. Cable pod was next. This is the only one, the rattle spine is the only one that I've got just one of. All the rest, there's a second one dotted around the base somewhere. And then the capillary shell is the fourth. Like I say, I know there is a fifth one. Some like electric cube or something. But I suspect there is more than 5. I just haven't got a clue what the you know, any of the others are. So yeah, I'm hoping to find that electric cube at some point. Yeah, there's my other cable pod. Now, of course, I can't minimise the game and just, you know, look at the chat while this is going on, because when you minimise it, the game pauses. So I've got to, well, basically wait 3 minutes for this to be done, and then I've got to wait another, like, you know, I think it takes 5 minutes to do the living slime to, what's it fucking called? Runaway mold. It just takes so fucking long. So that's why I prefer using platinum and pugnium to refine to nanites. So while that is going on, this glitch with the door not working properly still hasn't been fixed. I've seen a few other people now report that they have the same problem. There's the second ossified star. So I've moved the trade terminal into here, because this is really the first room I come to if I teleport here. And I've also put the blueprint analyzer there as well. So I don't think I can buy platinum from here, but I won't be able to get a lot of it. Oh, I can buy chromatic metal, and I do need some of that because I used a load. How many do I need? 66. I'll have some of them. Oh, there's only 73 to buy.
Product received.
And I'll get 10 sodium. Oops.
Product received.
So then refine to sodium nitrate. And then I'm back up to maximum of those as well. Right, what else do I need? Pure ferrite, need 25 of them. That's it, 25 pure ferrite and 100 copperite. Okay. Well, I'll buy 25 ferrite dust. I know you can get ferrite dust anywhere, but if your units are at the cap and you can't be bothered to look for stuff like I can't, then just buy the fucking things. I mean, if my units look like they are approaching something like low, I can always sell that lot. You know, I'm not struggling for units. Alright, let's see if that fucking viscous fluids has finished refining. Yes, they have. But now I've got to refine the fucking living slime. And this takes fucking ages as well. Let's grab the 100 copyright that I need. Well, I don't need, but I like keeping my counts topped up. I think then that is 50 cobalt I need. I'm not doing anything at the moment, seeing as that living slime takes so long to refine, so I might as well go out and grab that. I always click it once too many fucking times. What a prick. Alright, and that is everything, isn't it? Or is it? Yeah, that is. Yeah, right, okay.
Technology recharge.
Yep, that all looks pretty good. That doesn't. We'll sort out the launch thruster.
Technology recharge.
Multi-tool doesn't need much.
Technology recharge.
That doesn't need any. Alright. Now, you're not going to be able to see it too well here, but one change I did make, I've put the coloured lights on the outside, and on the inside for that matter, of each of the biodomes, so they're colour coded as well as the paint jobs for each you know, the dome that's growing the particular item. The only one that I couldn't do very well is the orange dome where I'm growing the selenium, because there aren't any orange lights, so I put the white ones on there. It really doesn't work very well, but I don't have much option. I mean, is there anything else to show around the base? I've done it all. I mean, the base isn't finished. Is that storm still going? Yes. There's that section that's going around. Here we go. The only problem with this planet, there are quite a few storms, but they don't last very long, so there is that. Anyway, yeah, so that section there, I will be building, you know, a large area using the small cuboid rooms on that one. And I'll be extending the underwater section as well, because I mean that just goes to that dead end there. So yeah, there's still more to come as far as the base building goes, but I'm not going to do it yet. I'm waiting for some of the new features that I know are coming. Yeah, waiting for them to show up. And when they do, then I'll continue building on this place. Why'd they have to make this one take so fucking long? Okay, right, I've actually remembered something. And this could be fairly important. I'm wondering if I may be unintentionally using some sort of exploit. With your exosuit, like anything else, you can fit upgrades to the various parts, your life support, your jetpack, and the shield, even though you haven't got an original shield to begin with. You can install all of the the ones you construct yourself, so the oxygen recycler here, the oxygen rerouter there, neural stimulator, shield lattice, all that shit. And then you can install 3 of the procedural ones where they're rated, C to S. Now obviously every one that I fitted is S, but we look at the jetpacks, I've got 2 there. The life support 2 there, the shields 2 there, so I should only be able to fit 1 more of each of those things. Well, I've got 2 more there, and that one there, so I've got 5 jetpack ones. There's another 1, 2, 3 shield fitted there, and another 1, 2, 3 life support ones there, so I've got 5 of each. How? I mean, they're not showing as, shorting out, they're not overloading, so they're all working. And so I've been doing this since I started the this playthrough, and I just thought it was normal, because I got no sort of warning saying no, you didn't work and what have you. And the only reason I found out that something wasn't quite right was I decided, because my upgrades and that are all over the fucking place, I thought, right, I'd group them all together and take advantage of the the bonus you get from the group stuff. But when I took I think it was these 2 off, and then I put one of them in here, because I bought a load of S-class movement and life support upgrades. They then appeared as overloaded, and they were no good. So I reloaded my old save. So am I getting an unexpectedly high amount of hit points and high amount of usage of my jetpack and all that, or am I wasting slots? Is there a cap as to how high your life support can go, how high you can improve the jetpack? And I've reached that level with the 3 that I can use here, 3 S-class ones, and the other 2 are doing nothing. So I have no idea. So if anyone has, any sort of explanation as to why it's done this, why for some reason it's allowed me to fit 5 of these, Class S upgrades, then let me know. And also, is the fact that I have those 5 fitted as opposed to 3 giving me some sort of advantage? Because again, I have no idea. Right, well that's everything done at the base then. All that pouncing about and it gave me 45 extra nanites. Big fucking deal. Right, now there was a big paying mission in terms of nanites here that I was going to do. I can't remember if it was raiding the harvester or if it was repairing an item. Let's have a look. Damaged item, 334. Yep, do that one. Right, where's the time? 10 to 6. I might make this the last mission, and then I think that might do for this live stream. Is this one that I already checked out? No. I don't think it is. Okay, yeah, maybe I did go there. But this planet has 2 moons. Not been here before. Here's a bit of a tip for anyone, except they're the wrong things, but oh well. I can't do that then. Maybe next time I'm around a cave system I can show it. But it's a way of being able to avoid all of those plants that give off the toxic fumes and that. Now I said that, I'm sure you all know what it is, you don't need me to tell you. Right, again, no problem. This is one of the reasons why I always carry so many of the materials around with me. So I know that whatever repair job I have to do, whether it's one of these missions, or one of my frigates, or you know, whatever, I've got the materials that I need to do the repairs straight away. Why scan the sodium plants? Yes. Are there any oxygen or deuterium plants nearby? There was one oxygen one. Okay. Well, hopefully it's not too far over this crest. No, it isn't. All that just for another 3 nanites. Right. Yeah, another plant. And another animal I just seen. Where's he gone? Okay, oh, there's loads of them now. Right, I didn't scan that one. That doesn't look much like a plant to me, but no. Another one of the new hazardous plants. This one just expands and then sprays all that shit all over everyone. Looks like I'm just out of range. Alright, is there any more? No. And those in. Right, off we fuck. Yeah, there we go. Fan's gone out. Hand this one in, we'll head to the capital ship and see what missions are there. I don't think there's going to be much. Delivering items always seems to take me to other systems, and I just can't be asked to do that. Defending freighters, well, yeah, I usually have okay luck with those, but it can fuck up. These ones that are paying nitrogen salt, fusion accelerant, I don't need either of those. So yeah, right, that's me done with that mission board. So we'll check the mission board on the capital ship. If there's one for space combat, we'll do that one. Otherwise, we'll go through the black hole. So if there is anyone still watching this, let us know in the live chat how well the streaming has been going, because I've got it set up, I think okay, but I am using the software encoder. I'm not using my encoder on the video card, and yeah, I wonder if I use the video card encoder, will that help things much? It'll probably help it for me, but I don't know if it will help for anyone actually watching. I've got the bitrate fairly low, it's at 3,500. So I mean there shouldn't be too much buffering, but with YouTube you never know. I get it loads of times when I'm watching live streams myself, so I've tried to minimise it, but yeah, not had a huge amount of success. Anyway, there was fuck all on the yeah, in the missions board on the what do you call it, capital ship. So let's go through the black hole. How much this will cut the journey by. And what's been damaged as a result. Ah, looks like we have a capital ship battle. Yeah, I'll do a bit of that. Right, now that's a photon cannon upgrade by the looks of it, that's fine. Alright, let's see what we get. I was hitting him from behind there, he didn't stand a couple of chance. Now I've got to be careful, I can't get any hits on the capital ship that I'm supposed to be defending. That's another one down. Stand a fucking chance there. Yeah. How many ships left? Two. One left. Looks like he's gone as well. Oops. Well, I didn't mean to dock that quickly, but there we go. No, there's no way I'm taking this capital ship. It's a lot smaller than my current one. It's definitely not going to be S-class, and that's the only time I would even consider exchanging my current capital ship. Alright, let's see what this one is. B. I mean, this looks a hell of a lot like the first capital ship I had, except I had more slots. But visually it's identical, even down to the colour scheme, black and yellow, and mine was a Class B. But yeah, my current one is a lot better. Yeah, I'll give him that salute. Alright. So we can piss off out of here. No reason to stick around with this one. Now, because there was this battle going on, I didn't get the notification to see how far I'd been able to skip. Let's have a look at the map. 53, no, 532, 315. Well, it has skipped a bit, not a huge amount, but yeah, it has skipped some. So yeah, it was worth doing. What the planet's like. That looks like a frozen. Yep. This one... Paradise Planet. Okay. This one is, I have a feeling this is going to be a scorched, or a desert, or super critical. There you go. So, powers of prediction are not letting me down. They're as shit as always. So there you go. We emerged on the other side of the black hole, and I just remembered I've got some an item to repair. I bet I haven't got the right stuff either. I need a technology module. Well, that's easy enough to get. I'm sure they sell them at every single one of these terminals on here. Yeah. And I will also... I'll create another iron battery so I won't run out of them. Alright, there we go. That's that one sorted out. I don't need to keep any of that stuff. Well, I think then that will do as a finishing point for this one then. So that's where I'm at, just slightly below the unit cap now. Nanite cluster 66,569. Quicksilver didn't change, but then that's because I finally finished the event. 35,560. Yeah. So, well, I don't know how that went. So I can't look at the chat. So, well, actually, let's minimise the game so I can have a look now. How many anomaly glitches have I found so far? I had no idea. I'm not sure what anomaly glitches you're talking about there, but there you go. Anyway, I had too many nanites. No fucking way. Don't have anywhere near enough. I do know some players who have hundreds of thousands. Fuck knows how they manage to do that. So yeah, well that will do then for this live stream. Yeah, let us know how you think it went. I've a pretty good idea how it went from my end, but yeah. All right, that will do then. So yeah, normally I'd say now go away, but it's me that's going away this time. So yeah, think up your own ending. I can't be asked to think of one.